Hi guys, how y'all doing? Good morning.
Mr. Mike.
Guys, it's really red today. I was getting B-roll. Something was red.
It's
now
devilish today.
Now we're devilish today. We got Ryzen. It's all AMD builds, so it makes sense. Team red.
Yep. So we got a Ryzen 9 7800X with a RX6950XT, which was a Micro Center deal, which is pretty cool. A Gigabyte X670 Aorus Elite, 1TB Crucial Gen 4, 32 gigs of G-Skill at 6,000 megahertz. Wow. A Seagotep 850 watt Arctic Liquid Freezer 2 360 ml of Arctic P12 black fans. So there should be, I think, like no RGB in this build besides maybe the motherboard and graphics card if they have any.
Stealthy.
So yeah, like literally like all black build. The only thing I could have done even better was some black sleek cables, but you know.
So I'm putting just plain fans in here.
Yep, plain black fans.
I just got a i7 4770 Dell Optiplex with a 1660 Ti for 180 WDL. That's a good deal. Because I would say the 1660 Ti's you can get for around $100. You're basically paying $80 for an Optiplex, which is fair.
Yeah, it was like a 4th Gen i7. And it was already installed, right?
You can do a lot now, especially with, I mean, yeah, the 4th Gen i7 ones, like, those used to be, I think it was just a year ago, we were like, wow, those are getting as cheap as the 2nd and 3rd Gen ones were, but now everyone's already up to 8th Gen.
Yeah.
On eBay, it looked like it went straight from mostly 2nd Gen to a lot of 6th Gen. 6th Gen stuff, the 6th Gen stuff wasn't as exciting, to be honest, because, like, the i5 6500, I feel like, is not like that much better than like the 3rd or 4th Gen i5s. Because we've seen a lot of those where like, wow, 6th Gen, we're in the new generation, and they're like, it's always like really bad bottlenecks with those. They're okay, but not as exciting. That's where the 8th Gen stuff's been fun, because we have a couple of 8th Gen Optiplex builds. Well, one was an Optiplex, one's a pre-build that someone was selling as 8th Gen that we're working on. Those you're into, the i5s they're 6-core, 6-thread, which is definitely better than a 4-core, 4-thread. My mom ignored me after I said I found a $180 PC on eBay. Well, why'd she ignore you? I hate them too. I don't understand the need for it anyway. You can't do anything with a 16-core 32 thread. Honestly, like, even with the 16-core 32 thread, like the Ryzen 9, like this one right here, like it's awesome, but like most people don't need the extra cores for gaming. They just go with the really fast, like 12-core 24 thread, or even the 8-core 16
yeah,
thread.
see, like I would rather, you compare like the 5900X to the 5950X, I would much rather have the 5800X 3D.
I know a lot of people want, yeah, like if you're on 7000 series, the 7800X 3D is the one that everyone really wants.
Yeah, I'd rather much have like a lower core count, like 3D, or honestly, I don't even honestly care for like the, just if we're comparing a non-3D, like let's just say the 7600 versus like the, I don't even know if they have a normal 7800 non-X, but like I'd probably choose the 7600.
Yeah, the error, I mean, more cores in some games value are mattered, but it is still not fully
Isn't
beneficial.
that kind of wow? 1660 Ti is a recommended 400 watt. Well, you gotta remember too, Michael, that's like,
That's overkill.
yeah, that's like if you were to pair it with the 7950X 3D. Whenever they give you minimum wattages, they're like really going on the assumption that like, you know, there's gonna be some not smart person out here who gets like a 1660 Ti, pairs it with like a, you know, 5950X or something crazy like that uses a ton of power, and then they're mad because they're like, oh, you know,
yeah,
like,
only need 300 watts.
yeah, like the graphics card max. I'm sure the max board total power is like 150 or something like that, right? Or maybe even less. So it'd be like, if they said 150 recommended, and then you got like a 300 watt power supply and it killed your build, you'd be pissed. That's like I don't know, man. Insurance is so crazy because I'm just like, I don't get why they have to be like that, where they're like, oh, sometimes we'll do this, sometimes we won't. Like, I just don't get why it can't just be like, you pay this much. I almost think they should lay it out, and like if your medicine is in this bracket, like let's say, I don't even, like, I know some medicines are like $1,000 or more, right? So it's like this one's $1,000. If you have this level of insurance, you get 80% off.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, why can't it just be simple like that? Why does it have to be like bidding wars and
There's
shit?
always bidding wars. This is the HiY60, which I don't even blame Hype for this. It's Arctic and their AIOs. I love them. They're great, but they're so thick. Like, they almost need to be their own size. Like, they can't just be, like, if you see 360 mil or Arctic AIO, like, you almost have to do it that way. What do y'all do with the leftover cardboard boxes? Sometimes we reuse them for shipping purposes if need be. Or we end up breaking them down and recycling them. Chad, should I unsub after this whole toast situation? Probably. It's probably time to move on.
Yeah. You should probably find someone who truly is toasty.
I'm just saying, Road, you won't find anyone who has the Rat King like we do.
Or the Lizard King or the Goblin King.
We got them all.
And you probably don't even know about those. You're like, what are all these kings? Well, like Matt said, basketball. You know, I literally, it's funny, I drove by that basketball goal this morning because I came from the back way, and it just made me sad because I was like, wow, We used to
It's,
play
the
that
weather's
every day.
getting nice. I need to go back out there for a couple shots.
I'm just like, it's like one of those things where like I'm like scared to ask people now because I feel like it's like a burden, you know?
Well, we played once with Jonah, and then
Yeah.
Jonah was like, that was actually fun, and then we just never did it again.
We're having a rough build morning, Jonah.
Dude, this is insane. So I looked at the time at 9:20. We had this boarding and like we were good to go.
And we've been at the point trying to get the radiator in since 9:20.
So the radiator's too thick that we bought.
But
And so we spent like 20 minutes trying to find any other way to get it to fit. I've also just been putting everything on like backwards and sideways and left and right.
honk.
Permanent break.
Permanent break, permanent retirement.
No, it's the second day in a row we've had to switch it out for V-True, and it's disappointing. I like V-True, but like not that much.
Okay, what brand AIO is this one?
Arctic.
Arctic. I do not like the little head here.
You don't like the block?
No, I don't like the block.
Oh, the blocks are great though.
I mean, I'm sure they're great, but they just look goofy.
That's what makes them great. They
I'm
have
just thinking
a
square.
they have a fan
That cools the VRMs.
that cools the VRMs.
It's featured.
But you probably wouldn't understand that.
All I care about is the aesthetics.
Aesthetics over everything. You can't retire who will
Aesthetics
sponsor my
overall.
videos. That's true, Pinky Tech. Who else will sponsor your videos?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Sounds like my Saturday nights. So what you do on Saturday nights? Awkward Octagon?
Wow. If only I wore a,
The home stretch.
Yeah, this is it, guys. Watch this. We're about to finish this build in 2 minutes now.
3 minutes late. How dare you? Was a bad train today. 3 minutes
It
late.
wasn't like the
No, it wasn't so bad. I honestly probably was gonna be a little late, like probably either just on time or a little late. The train didn't help. I think I've said it before. How is it always right when I'm like, I am leaving a little late? I always hit a train. So I don't know if I
When
would've
you're
made it
not
without
on schedule,
leaving.
they're on schedule.
That's a good way to put it.
I am the Mac Daddy, the one they call the Daddy.
Added block term. If you're a train, people are gonna be inside you all day. So it's like having.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
So it's
I'm
like
already used to
so it's
that.
like my dream come true.
Okay. Well, this question did not go where I thought it would be. I thought you'd considered heavily like what objects to get used every day, and maybe like choose to be one that can have some like enjoyment. I'd like to be a statue of myself.
Airplane.
Do you know Ringo Starr from the Beatles was the first voiceover for Thomas the Tank Engine? I did not know that. Gladly, I woke up early enough to catch a build stream. Well, thank you, Death Toad.
Death Toad? That's my favorite band.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Josh?
Awkward Octon said he'd be a TV because you get to watch shows all year.
Ooh.
I like it.
That
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Mine.
That's like gross
See what
close-ups
lights we got.
vibe. But I decided I was gonna get them too gross either.
Red.
Oh my god.
And nothing else, it looks like.
When do they get dragons? When do they get scaly?
Alright.
So red it is.
Yeah, red.
Nice.
You know what? This
This
turned
is
out
a nice
alright.
build. I like this build.
Alright.
Nice and
This one's McAllister's hayseed turnip truck.
Think you're taking Mellow Pony still a thing? I just get a vibe that you watch it.
Piggy
I
Tech
don't know, I feel like
definitely.
he's a brownie.
Piggy Tech's a brownie.
Oh.
You
So,
trim?
look, I put Kershal.
That's Kershal.
One of them Kershal drives.
Alright guys, we're found someone to rate anything or watching. You're beautiful.
Alright guys, we're rating Gibbs and Pieces. We hope you all enjoyed today's stream. See you guys later. Peace out.
Later.